Hi everyone, it's John and welcome once again to Jam Life Tech Talk. It's a busy week for tech this week and this morning Sony launched its latest full frame camera, the A7C. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, it really does help this channel out. If you like the video, please give us a big thumbs up and ring the bell so you can be notified when we drop videos right here. So who is this camera for and should you buy it? Let's get tech talking up next. This camera has been rumored for a while now, but we only like to comment on confirmed specs. So now that Sony has officially launched it, let's go into some of the specs and tell you who we think it's for and should you buy it or upgrade to it. The most important thing about this camera is its size, with the C meaning compact. You get a full frame camera at the size close to an APS-C camera, and that's our favorite thing about it. But let's take a look at the other specs. The specs on the camera appear on paper very similar to the A7 III, with a few differences, some I do like and some that I don't. So let's go over the similarities first. So the sensor is the same, the 35mm full frame CMOS sensor at 24 megapixels, so will take great photos. For video, the specs look the same as well, 4K 30, I was a little disappointed and hoped for 60. It's not a real game changer for me when I know that my Sony A7S III will do that and more for me when it arrives. If this is going to be a deal breaker for you, maybe wait for the A7 IV. That camera might deliver on the 4K 60p, but we're still not certain of it. Low light capabilities with both having the same sensor will be very close and the same again, which is great and where the Sony A7 III excelled for the price. The battery is also the same, the Z battery, meaning 2 to 3 hours recording off the one battery, which is really awesome. Also the same is the onboard IBIS, which can get you really good results teamed up with a stabilized lens. And lastly, Sony's, I think, industry-leading auto eye focus in video and photo. So things that are different between the A7C and the A7 III, as I mentioned before, some I do and don't like. The main one I do like is size. This camera is more like an A6600 than an A7 III. This makes the camera in your pocket transportable when compared to the A7 III, which means APS-C shooters may be thinking to trade in. The other thing I like about this camera is the flip out screen, which now makes it an option for YouTube creators. Aha, you say, there's your market. But before we get into that, let's finish here. So the other difference I do like is the recording time. It's not limited to that annoying 29 minutes. So you'll only be limited to overheat times. And from what I can see in tests, the camera performs very well, giving many hours of constant recording from indoor temperatures. So things I don't like now. The main thing was the custom buttons and the one less wheel. This is understandable after the huge reduction in size. And you can still customize your function menu, which I use a lot of the time anyway. So this one's not a real game changer. And the last thing, which is a really small personal thing, is the ergonomics. The grip is a little bit smaller and less comfortable, and the EVF doesn't have a rubber piece to rest your eye on. But it's something I rarely use anyway. And just let me point out that these dislikes are not really decision makers for me. Okay, then there's the price, which is $1,798 US for the body only. And there is a kit lens option which gives you a 28 to 60 lens with the camera for $2,098 US. But it's not a lens I would recommend, and it doesn't go wide enough to vlog, and it doesn't go close enough for anything I think is really useful. But that choice I'll leave up to you. I think the price is understandable for me. We all want it to be cheaper, but it is what it is, and it doesn't really turn me off the camera. So who's the camera for? Well, I really think it comes down to three types of users. Firstly, the non-pro APS-C shooter who was holding back from full frame due to portability when traveling. Next, the person who has been using APS-C for second camera studio shooting. And thirdly, the vlogger who wants to step into full frame but was thrown off by the size because of discreteness, and also for Sony users the lack of articulating screen which was omitted from past full frame offerings. For me, it means that I can sell my Sony A6600 and lenses and share full frame lenses I already own. I get a just as portable full frame camera which performs great in low light with Sony's awesome autofocus, long record times and a flip out screen. When it comes in October, as usual, I will give it an extensive testing over many videos, so stay tuned for that one. That's it, I'm done tech talking for today. If you like this video and or we helped you out, please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell and give us a thumbs up. We'll leave a link below to where you can pre-order the Sony A7C. See you later guys.